So in social interactions, people seem like they are just not themselves. They are always nervous around people, they are overthinking about what the other person might think of them, they are scared to be judged, they are insecure about themselves. And this nervousness can be a shit face, especially amongst teenagers. And it can hold back a lot of people, especially teenagers, from unlocking their social self and unlocking their social identity. And it makes them want to avoid people and run away from people. It makes them want to just be isolated from the real world. And it makes people want to avoid their friends and everyone in their social circle. So what are we gonna cover today? Like the title says, is how to stop being nervous around people and the key to awkwardness. So we are gonna cover the things that makes you nervous and the key to stop being nervous in your social life. So there's a stage of life amongst people, especially teenagers, that are nervous around people. Your heart might start beating fast when you engage in a social interaction or when you want to have a communication with someone. You might feel like an awkward guy, that people don't want to be around you, and you're scared to be judged, or you're scared that people will think of you as a creep and as a weird guy that people don't want to be around. And this awkwardness can actually hold you back from doing a lot of things, and it can hold you back from your potential, like making friends and getting to know strangers and perhaps talking to women, and it makes you look insecure. And you're tired of always being stuck in your own head and always thinking and beating yourself up about how you were so awkward and weak the other day when you were talking to that stranger, or when you looked at that guy in a weird way. And you keep overthinking that scenario to the point where you just beat yourself up all the time. And you're wondering, why am I like this? Why do I have trouble and become nervous in simple situations? And I become shy instantly in social interactions, as simple as saying hi, saying hello and greeting people. So the most common reason that makes people suffer from awkwardness and makes people claim that they are antisocial, or they claim that they are introverts, and they say that they were born this way, it's because in the last decade, people started to make themselves introverts and antisocial without actually noticing it. Because technology made us evolve from social animals to just screen and phone slaves. What I mean by that is the most common reason that you might feel nervous is because you made yourself this way by becoming isolated from the real world and just being stuck in your screen all the time. And it's caused by being alone all week on your phone, on your laptop, or your console, or in some virtual reality like VR. This virtual world makes you think that you are being social in some way, and it makes you think that you are getting a social validation from either likes, comments and shares, or perhaps by leveling up your rank in some video game and getting some kills in that game. This virtual world like VR and playing video games and Instagram tricks you that you are being social, but it's only making you more nervous and more awkward in real life. So the main reason you feel nervous is because you're sitting all week in the dark, not even seeing the sun, in this virtual world that you created, and you're so used to this virtual stimulation, so that when you go outside, when you leave your screen and when you leave your room, the real world becomes so strange to you and it becomes so new because you're not used to this, and your eyes are just used to seeing things from the screen. And you develop the case which you call introvert or antisocial, that makes you have trouble with even looking at people and maintaining eye contact with people. To the point where when you actually want to talk to someone, it seems so strange and so weird because you're not used to this. Because you're only used to chatting with people and speaking to people so far away with the screen, or chatting with people on some video game, and you're not used to this. What you need to do in order to stop feeling awkward and stop feeling nervous is to actually get rid of this virtual world that you created. And what I mean by that is that virtual world makes you so lonely and so isolated from the real world. And actually what you must do is you must leave your room and go outside and see the sun, and actually try to speak to people and engage in them with the conversation. And of course, I know it's gonna seem hard and challenging and awkward at first. It's gonna seem so hard and challenging to go speak to someone. You might even want to hold back, and your brain might tell you they're not ready yet. So the simplest thing you can do is to just leave your room and go out and just maintain eye contact with people and just say hi. What's the worst thing that can happen? Say hi back. They won't run towards you and attack you, bro, trust me. So the simplest thing you can do to stop being nervous, and I won't tell you just don't overthink it, because I know when our brain is not used to people, you can't help but overthink. And the simplest thing you can do is to actually go outside and see and try to speak to people, because the only way to stop being nervous is to actually face nervousness and not avoiding it by switching real life into virtual reality and being isolated on your room all day on your phone, on your laptop or on your console, and definitely not by avoiding people. By that, the first step is to get rid of this virtual world that you created. The second step is to actually go outside and take a walk perhaps. The third step is to just maintain eye contact with people and just look at people, bro. But don't look at them for too long, bro. They might think that you're a creep. They think that you are a serial killer. And when you're eventually confident enough, you can actually try to speak to people, engage in a conversation, even if it's as simple as saying hi. And if you want to boost this process up and speed this whole thing, what I suggest is to try to find ways to be around people more, like signing up for a charity, or just ways to be around people more, like going to a park where you can actually see people and speak to them. And you can be around people instead of avoiding them, like perhaps signing up to a gym, or like volunteer for a cause you care about, or sign up for a class about something you're interested about, or whatever you're into. Just try to be part of a social group so you can be around people more often. This will slowly make your brain get over of the overstimulating things that you're used to, and it will make your mind get rid of the habit of looking at things from screen, and it will make you get used to be around people more, to the point where it just becomes natural to be around people. You can actually start being your social self, and you can be yourself around people, and stop being awkward, and appear confident instead of insecure. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope I have made my point clear. And yeah, as usual, remember brothers, always take action.